Hello, I'm Kate Driver, naturopath and the perimenopause practitioner. And I just wanted to share something really, really important for you women over 40 in perimenopause and menopause. Over the last 22 years or so, as a naturopathic practitioner, I am always astounded how often people get missed that have an underactive thyroid or subclinical underactive thyroid or subclinical hypothyroidism. Hypo meaning underactive. It is more common than people realise, and it's very, very underdiagnosed. And in Australia, where I am, Medicare tell doctors that they won't test the thyroid hormones unless the thyroid stimulating hormone, or TSH, is way out of range. But this is absolutely not true. You can tell your doctor that you want your thyroid hormones tested, which is really, really important because we need to see this all together: the thyroid stimulating hormone, the free T3, the free T4, and potentially thyroid antibodies as well, thyroid peroxidase antibodies and thyroid globulin antibodies, because 95% of cases of underactive thyroid are actually autoimmune. And so these antibodies mean that your immune system is affecting your thyroid function. So ladies, if you've tried or you haven't even thought about it, then please go to your doctor and ask for a thorough thyroid function test, including what I've just explained, because this is really important. It's so missed. And even myself, when I went through perimenopause and even before that, I have experienced underactive thyroid and Hashimoto's, which is the autoimmune thyroid, underactive thyroid. And I have resolved it, and I have helped women over the last 22 years as a naturopath resolve their issues with thyroid function, but most of them don't even know they have a thyroid issue. So this is what we're going to talk about now. What would you look for if you did have a thyroid issue? Well, in perimenopause and menopause, as you probably know, there's so many symptoms, and where do you start? But some of the most common with underactive thyroid is fatigue, exhaustion, sleeping issues, weight gain, and I know that's a big issue for a lot of women, and then looking at things like dry skin. Some women lose the outer edge of their eyebrows. Sometimes their hair starts thinning or falling out, particularly when they're stressed. You can find that your skin gets quite dry. You might have changes in bowel movements, including constipation and just a difference in your stools, bloating because you're not digesting your food properly. And maybe you're just feeling really like, I know this is a funny thing to say, that you're feeling toxic, but some people say that they just feel like, yuck, and that they're just full of toxins and their body's not eliminating properly, and they just feel sluggish. And that's because all of the functions of your body slow down when your thyroid function slows down. And this includes your liver function and your bowel movements and the whole digestive system. So you don't digest your foods as efficiently, and you don't eliminate as efficiently. So then you're harboring toxins and you're not digesting your nutrients as efficiently. And one thing that also slows down is the production of bile. And bile is produced by your liver. And that's the stuff that actually breaks down your fat in your food. But it's really important to also control your hormones. So it actually helps balance out estrogens and get rid of all the bad or the dirty estrogens as well through the feces. And it helps control the bacteria, the good and the bad bacteria in your intestines. So it's really important for gut health. If you haven't got enough bile or it's sludgy, then it actually won't eliminate and push out all those bad bacteria as well. So if you've got some gut issues, or you've been struggling with the microbiome of your gut, candida, parasites, things like that, and you haven't addressed the bile side of it, that might be part of it. But then it might be that the thyroid, underactive thyroid, is actually causing an issue with the bile. It becomes sludgy over about the age of 40. You might have some little stones that nobody would pick up generally. You may not get any pain. You don't have to have pain when there's a gallbladder issue. Because some of the nutrients don't get absorbed efficiently, the fat soluble ones like vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K, and all your good omega oils that you might be taking, and you're still feeling like that's not helping, then that's because your bile isn't breaking these fats down, and that has that flow-on effect. So it can affect your vitamin D levels as well. And how many people are vitamin D deficient nowadays? Millions, maybe billions, I don't know. But too many, absolutely, particularly in Australia where there's lots of sun. But just take note that even magnesium, if you're low in magnesium, that's also a reason why you might be low in vitamin D. But being low in essential fatty acids can definitely influence it as well. So where do we start? So you look for any of these signs or symptoms of an underactive thyroid, go and get it tested or see a practitioner like myself, a naturopath. I have some natural home tests that you can do that are easy and don't generally push people into having a blood test unless they really want to. And then we need to look at what's affecting it and why it's being affected. Are you estrogen dominant? Have your adrenals burnt out? Have you got too much stress? Is it all to do with your gut health? Are you low in iodine? Are you low in protein? Are there toxins and heavy metals in your life that actually are affecting this thyroid gland, which is very susceptible to these toxins and heavy metals? There's so many issues to look at when it comes to thyroid function, and there's so many treatments. And as I said, I've worked on myself and eliminated it myself, and thousands of women over the last 22 years. I've helped with their thyroid function, but also all of their symptoms of perimenopause, menopause, and all through their hormonal lives. So if you'd like to know more and you're in perimenopause and really, really struggling, or early menopause, then jump onto my next free recorded masterclass. I sometimes do a live one, but this one's recorded, and you can watch it anytime, and you'll learn what you should be doing and shouldn't be doing in perimenopause and menopause to feel good and ditch all these horrible symptoms, and know that you do not have to suffer. It's absolutely possible to feel fabulous at any age, and I'm a good example, and I would love you to be like that too, like many of my clients are, after they've just tweaked a few different things and looked at naturally what they can do in their lives. Thanks for listening, ladies, and I hope to speak to you again very soon. Enjoy your day. Bye for now.